You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
I woke up this morning, got myself a gun. Mama always said I'd be the chosen one.
You chose, as a response to a letter from the National School Board Association, and as you said earlier today, newspaper accounts, to issue a memorandum to organize task force and investigate and put a chill on parents' participation before school boards. Now you say, I didn't mean to provide a chill, but that's exactly what any sentient being would have assumed would happen when you asked the federal government to begin looking into this. Of course parents are going to be nervous now. Of course people will step back.
That's a very obvious fact. This is October 22nd, 2021, and those are the words and the question of Congressman Andy Biggs, Republican of Arizona, in questioning Merrick Garland about this letter, the memo that he sent out after a letter came from the National School Board Association, urging that the Department of Justice start investigating these parents that keep showing up at these school board meetings and are upset because they don't know what their kids are being taught, or they hear that they're being taught critical race theory, and they want to know what's being taught, what should not be taught, and, of course, then the issue about the mask and the vax mandates. The National School Board Association, representing something like 90,000 school boards across the nation. Powerful force, powerful voting force. Keep that in mind. And they sent that letter to the White House, which then forwarded it on to Merrick Garland. Supposedly that's a chain of command in the way it went. But there are questions now that how much of the White House staff might have been involved in writing the letter to begin with. They wanted to quiet these parents that keep showing up at these school board meetings. Yes, some of them get ruckus. Some of them get loud because they're upset. They're being denied information about what's being taught their kids. And when they try to get some kind of clear answer, they're basically cut off. We're out of time. What would you do? Well, the question raised by the congressman is, this is chilling. And it is certainly frightening, especially when Merrick Garland followed up with a memo suggesting he would set up a direct line of communication between the National School Board and their concerns and the FBI. Where's been the direct line on the FBI and illegals coming into our country? That's just one example of where Garland is failing. And yet inside that is also the other story I brought to you yesterday, and that is Merrick Garland's son-in-law has a business that helps create teaching tools for critical race theory and making something like $27 million a year. And he is asked Merrick Garland asked repeatedly, what about this conflict? You want to hear the rest of those answers. And then Congressman Jim Jordan denied an opportunity to show just some video of parents at the school board meetings. And his question, I echo, what are you afraid of? We're going to get into all that. We're also going to be joined by Hans von Spakovsky from the Heritage Foundation, a heritage constitutional law expert. 2 new cases the Supreme Court's going to hear regarding abortion. Hans has out a new book talking about how the left affected our last election. We'll get into that for you. And we still have this massive chain blockage of supply and goods, and prices are going to keep going up. And there's one other little thing. I say little because that's kind of the way the White House is trying to treat it. Joe Biden, in one of his town hall meetings with CNN last night, was asked, will you stand up to Taiwan? Well, yes, we will. And if China tries to invade Taiwan, we will stand with Taiwan. Whoa, Joe. You sent shockwaves through your own White House. They're still scrambling to straighten that out. We've got a lot to cover the next 2 hours. Lock and load. Ready on the right.
You can email Larry at LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com. LarryConnersUSA@gmail.com.